Here is a detailed review of my last purchase. It's Diana 2. I have an addiction to Diana 2. That 3.75 meter Diana 2 from Composite RC Glider is probably the only wingspan I didn't have, so I had to have it. So I placed my order, and has been delivered to my door in a very short amount of time, and I'm going to go through the kit so you can have an idea if you're interested with this glider about what you're getting. So I choose the of course the bags with that bright green flashy color. You probably know that it's coming from Composite RC Gliders. Those are made by Reebok and are definitely my favorite bags to protect my gliders, especially on the small side. And on the big side, I like to protect the wings mainly because the fuse are too cumbersome. But with a model of that size, the fuse bag is very handy because it's getting jerked around in the car, and you want to protect that. So the fuse is pretty nicely up here. It weighs about 700 grams, and as I can show you here, you have Kevlar on the front, and you have two stripes of UD carbon in the boom. So the boom has, and every Diana is very skinny. It's extremely stiff with that carbon. The fin is extremely stiff too, and you have here the placement of the servo for the elevator. The rudder is just a pull cable, so we'll place the servo on the canopy area. So the wing tube is already glued in. Here it's a glider version, but I'm going to convert that to electric. On the version that I selected, canopy and canopy frame needs to be assembled, but you can go from that, which is basically the basic version, to something that is a fully assembled servo installed, and you just more or less need to drop your receiver and your battery and go fly. So they're doing it all. What comes with that is a pretty stiff steel joiner, a bunch of goodie bags, meaning all the horns, the clevises, one of the trays, some cable, and the covers for the wings. Pretty nice stab, as you can see. And there's a beautiful lip, so it shouldn't make a lot of noise. Two screws for holding it to the fuselage, and that weight about 95 grams, so very light, protected in its own bag here. And the wing was a piece of resistance, so there is a novelty on those wings that are released this year. It's the fact that they are hinged now from the bottom, so you can really have a really good deflection for slowing it down. So those wings have a spoiler. It's fairly unusual at that size nowadays, but that should make it very easy to land on a slope, because you will be able to slow it down very, very well and lose some altitude. You probably have seen many of those landing on the slope where it's coming slow, but it's not landing just because you have too much wind, and it stays aloft, and you need to go for another round. The ailerons are also hinged at the bottom, but have a very good deflection on the top. So for those of you who might be interested, you can just condemn the spoilers and just install flaps and ailerons. So those wings are D-box, so you have, I'm not sure I can show you that, I'm going to try without hitting everything. But you can see in there that you have a spar which is plywood. You can see a little bit of the carbon of the spar, and all the front area, the D box, is carbon, and the back is glass. So it should make something fairly stiff and should be able to handle some decent speed. Finish is quite good. And in terms of weight, we are about 775 grams for the right panel and 780 grams for the left panel, so good range. The model is coming with the leads for the servo. I'm planning to install Power 32. It's a 770 kV motor, and about 60 amp ESC that's going to be running on 4S. The servo that you can install there, here is a Spectrum 7100. That's probably the max you can install in those wings. So 10 millimeter servo is about all you're going to be able to install. So you need a fairly thin wing servo for being able to install in that glider. What do I have last? I should have the rudder somewhere. Rudder is pretty small and should be installed fairly easy. Pull as I was saying, so it shouldn't take long, meaning it's more or less an hour. So I would think that maybe 7 days working in the evening should be able to get that going. Well, I forgot to show you something also. I have these beautiful winglets that are in there. So those winglets are just held on the wings by just carbon pins. So it should be fairly easy to put on and to remove, and there is some pocket on the wings bags. The wing bags are, you're fitting both wings in the same bag. So more or less you have only two main components, the fuselage bag and the wing bag, and should be easy to carry on the slope. So hope to build that in the couple of weeks that are coming, and test flying that pretty soon and get a couple of videos in flight. Thank you for watching.